Chosen one. The night is heavy with silence, but within that silence, a whisper has already been spoken. It is not from this world, but from the higher place where secrets of destiny are sealed. And today, that whisper is not about riches, not about battles, not about storms, but about your daughter. Yes, about the one whose name was written long before you ever dreamed of becoming a parent. There is a message that has been carried through time and spirit, a message you were meant to hear at this exact moment. This is not coincidence. This is not chance. This is God pulling your soul closer and saying, "Pay attention, for the truth about your daughter will change everything." You've been asking questions in the quiet of your heart. Will she be safe? Will she be strong? Will she rise beyond the battles she faces? And heaven answers not with vague shadows, but with clarity. Your daughter has a destiny so bright that even the darkness has tried to cover it, but it will not succeed. The hand of God has been stretched over her since the day she first opened her eyes, and even now, angels walk with her footsteps. Do you realize what this means? Every tear you've shed for her, every fear you've buried deep, every prayer you've whispered into the night, it has been collected, counted, and answered. You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this moment. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe. Do it boldly. Don't hold back. This is the hour to declare protection, blessing, and divine direction over your daughter's life. And if your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. You were meant to witness this. She is not just your daughter. She is an arrow in flight, shot by the hand of the Almighty toward a future that glows with purpose. You may see her stumble, you may see her doubt, but every step is part of the orchestration. Heaven has said, the battles surrounding her are not signs of weakness. They are proof of her calling. For only those chosen for greatness are attacked so fiercely. And you, as her parent, are not standing on the sidelines. You are the vessel that carried her light into this world, and you are the shield that has kept her safe through storms that others would never understand. When you look at her, you may see her fragility, her innocence, or even her struggle. But heaven sees a warrior. Heaven sees a queen in the making, a torchbearer of something ancient and eternal. And this is why you must listen carefully now, for the message is not just reassurance, it is instruction. You are being told to strengthen your spirit, for she draws her strength from yours. If you walk in fear, she feels it. If you walk in faith, she absorbs it. The bond between parent and child is not just blood. It is a channel of energy, and you have been chosen to pour into her exactly what she needs to rise. This is not an easy path, chosen one. But you were never called to easy things. You were called to holy things. And the voice of God is saying, guard her, speak life into her, remind her daily that she is not ordinary. Because the moment she fully believes it, the world will see what heaven has already declared. She is unstoppable. The air shifts, chosen one, as if unseen hands are opening a door you didn't even know existed. The voice grows louder now, no longer a whisper, but a command echoing through your soul. God said this is about your daughter, her tomorrow, her future, her heart, her very reason for being alive. And you cannot treat this lightly. The universe bends when heaven speaks, and right now, all of creation is leaning toward your daughter's name. Her path is not ordinary. Her journey is not random. She has been set apart to carry something sacred, and every trial has only been shaping her into the vessel she was meant to be. You wonder sometimes if she even realizes how chosen she is. You look into her eyes, and you see both the fragility of a child and the hidden fire of destiny. That fire is what the darkness has always feared. It is why battles have risen around her. It is why unexpected storms have struck her path. It is why your soul often feels the weight of interceding for her. You are not just a parent by chance. You were placed as a guardian of someone heaven has marked as extraordinary. Every sleepless night you've endured, every silent prayer you've uttered, every shield you've raised against invisible attacks, it has not gone unnoticed. Heaven has recorded it, and today you are hearing the confirmation. She will rise because you stood. Do not doubt the timing. Do not let fear rob you of what has already been written. You're standing at the edge of revelation, and this video is the proof. Chosen one, if you feel your spirit trembling, it is because heaven is awakening something inside you. Do not just hear these words. Respond to them. You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this moment. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe. Speak blessing, speak breakthrough, speak protection over your daughter. And if your heart is on fire as you hear this, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. You were chosen to carry this truth forward. There will be times when her path seems uncertain. Times when you fear she is drifting too far or walking into dangers unseen. But know this. God has already walked the road ahead of her. He has gone before her, building bridges where there seemed to be none, opening doors that no man can shut, and closing paths that would only lead to destruction. Even when she feels lost, she is surrounded. Even when she doubts herself, she is carried. The angels assigned to her do not sleep, and their wings have been her covering since the very beginning. Do not let despair enter your heart, because your despair becomes her despair. Instead, let faith be louder. Let courage flow from your words, because she is listening even when she pretends she isn't. She is absorbing your strength even when she hides behind silence. The message is clear. Your daughter's rise is tied to your resilience. If you stand unshaken, she will find her footing. If you keep declaring what God has spoken, she will step into it. This is not just about her. It is about both of you, aligned in destiny, connected in purpose, and written into the eternal plan that no force of darkness can erase. The storm intensifies, chosen one, and yet within that storm is the very proof of her calling. A calm life was never the sign of greatness. Greatness is born in the fire, and your daughter's fire is being stoked by battles that seem almost unbearable. But you must see it differently now. Every obstacle is shaping her. Every heartbreak is chiseling her character. Every trial is sharpening her spirit. She is not being broken. She is being refined. And you, as the parent chosen to guide her, are witnessing the creation of a soul destined to lead, to inspire, to rise where others would fall. There are moments when you've watched her struggle and felt powerless, as if nothing you could say or do would change the weight she carries. But do you not see? Even in those silent moments when you've stood in the background, heaven was working in the foreground. Every tear she shed became a seed of resilience. Every disappointment planted a deeper hunger for truth. Every closed door redirected her toward the one open door that was always meant for her. This is why God's message came so clearly. This is about your daughter. It is not random. It is divine strategy unfolding right before your eyes. The world may underestimate her. People may look at her and see only ordinary potential, but heaven sees something eternal, and soon the world will not be able to deny it. She is walking toward a season where hidden gifts will break open like rivers bursting through a dam. What has been buried inside her, strength, vision, compassion, wisdom, will come pouring out at a time when the world needs it most. Do you understand what this means? She is not just your child. She is a torchbearer for something bigger than herself. She is evidence that heaven still writes extraordinary stories through ordinary lives. This is why you must hold your position, chosen one. You cannot let doubt speak louder than faith. Your voice is a fortress to her, whether she admits it or not. When you speak life, she breathes easier. When you declare victory, she feels courage stir inside her. When you pray over her, unseen walls of protection are raised around her. And when you remind her that she was chosen, she starts to believe it herself. Never underestimate the power of your words, because in them lies the shaping of her destiny. And hear this clearly: no darkness, no betrayal, no enemy can erase what has been written over her life. They can try. They can throw storms her way. They can attempt to silence her, but they cannot erase the ink of heaven. The blueprint of her soul has been carved into eternity, and no force of evil can undo it. Every attack that rises will eventually fall. Every scheme will unravel, and every attempt to destroy her will only prove the unshakable truth, that she is untouchable when aligned with divine purpose. Chosen one, your daughter's story is not just survival, it is triumph. It is breakthrough. It is a testimony that will inspire others. And you, as her guardian, her blood, her anchor, are part of this testimony. This is why you cannot grow weary now. This is why you cannot lose heart. For as long as you believe, she will find her way. The sky itself feels charged tonight, chosen one, as if the universe has paused to listen to the turning of your heart. God's voice grows louder, unmistakable, undeniable. This is about your daughter, not about tomorrow's distractions, not about yesterday's wounds, but about the living promise that walks in your house, carries your name, and bears your blood. Do you understand the magnitude of that truth? You have been entrusted with a piece of eternity in human form, and she carries inside her the seeds of a future that will ripple far beyond what you can see right now. She is not just a daughter, she is a living prophecy. Her laughter shakes the air with echoes of hope. Her tears water the soil of her becoming. Every word she speaks, even when uncertain, is shaping the atmosphere around her. And it is you who has been chosen to guide her steps, not by control, but by covering. You are the lighthouse when her world grows dark. You are the steady fire when her strength flickers low. You are the reminder that no matter how fierce the storm, she was created to walk on waves, not drown beneath them. There will be times when she won't listen, times when she'll drift, times when the world's noise tries to drown your voice. Do not despair. That is when heaven's hand pulls her back. That is when the invisible thread of destiny tightens around her soul and whispers, "You belong to more than this world can offer." She will wander, but she will never be lost. She will struggle, but she will never be defeated. For her story has already been signed and sealed in places higher than any human plan. And here is the truth many do not realize. Your daughter is not only a gift to you, she is a gift through you. Others will be changed because she exists. Others will heal because she speaks. Others will rise because they see her stand. She is not an accident. She is not fragile fate. She is a divine arrow, aimed with precision, set to pierce through generations with the light she carries. But hear this warning, chosen one. The battles she faces will not be gentle. The enemy always targets the ones who shine the brightest. Do not confuse the struggle with failure. Do not mistake her questions for weakness. Even in her doubts, she is being forged into steel. Even in her pain, she is discovering the strength to heal others. And when she finally realizes that the fire was not sent to destroy her, but to reveal her, she will step into a version of herself that the world is not ready for, but desperately needs. So, what must you do? Stand. Stand when it feels easier to give up. Stand when fear whispers that she cannot make it. Stand when the weight tries to crush your spirit. For when you stand, you are holding up more than yourself. You are holding up her tomorrow. The voice of God is not speaking in riddles. It is speaking clearly. Your daughter is destined, and your role is to believe until she can see it for herself. The atmosphere trembles, chosen one, as if unseen forces are aligning around this very truth. God's voice has not wavered. It has not shifted. It has not grown faint. It continues to thunder with certainty. This is about your daughter. And you cannot ignore it. Not now. Not when the evidence has been placed before you like a burning fire. Her name is being spoken in heaven. Her future is already written in light. Her story is not one of despair. It is one of victory. But she cannot walk it alone. And that is why your strength matters more than you've ever realized. Do you understand what it means to be chosen not just for yourself, but for her? You are the vessel that birthed her into this world, but more than that, you are the anchor that keeps her steady when everything around her shakes. Your faith is the atmosphere she breathes in. Your courage is the soil she grows from. And your persistence is the shield that protects her destiny from being stolen. This is not an accident. It is divine partnership. Heaven trusted you with her life because heaven knew you would not abandon her calling. Look at her closely. She may not even see herself the way you do. She may doubt. She may question. She may wrestle with shadows. But even in her weakness, greatness is hidden. Even in her silence, power is forming. Even in her trials, the blueprint of her destiny is still shining through. And one day, she will look back at this season and she will say, "It was hard, but I was never abandoned. My steps were guarded, my future was sealed," and she will rise into the fullness of what God has always declared over her. The time is urgent. You cannot waste another moment treating this message as something vague. It is precise. It is direct. It is a call for you to lift her higher. Speak life when you feel tired. Encourage her when she feels unworthy. Hold her when the world feels cold. Remind her daily that she was made for more than ordinary existence. Because the moment she believes it, the moment she truly accepts it, the floodgates will open. Her gifts will erupt. Her strength will shock even those who doubted her. And her life will become the testimony that others needed to survive their own storms. But here is the deeper truth. As much as this is about her, it is also about you. God's message is a mirror. In protecting her, you are also awakening parts of yourself you didn't know were still alive. In guiding her, you are stepping into your own higher calling. Her destiny is the bridge to yours, and together, the two of you are aligned in a sacred rhythm that will echo through eternity. Chosen one, the world may not yet understand what is unfolding, but heaven does. You feel it now, don't you? The trembling in your spirit, the confirmation in your chest, the clarity that this moment is not random. This is not just about hearing a word. It is about becoming the living proof of it. For your daughter, for her tomorrow, for the generations that will come after. The silence before dawn holds secrets. Chosen one, and one of those secrets is now being unveiled to you. God has not spoken to confuse you. He has spoken to direct you. And again the voice is steady, unwavering. This is about your daughter. Every battle she has faced, every hidden tear, every moment of doubt, it all connects to a greater design that even now is unfolding, and you have been called to see it, to guard it, and to believe it. Think of the times when her spirit seemed fragile, when you wondered if she could carry the weight of her journey. Those moments weren't signs of defeat. They were moments of awakening. She is learning to fight, not because life has been unfair, but because destiny requires her strength. She is being shaped, forged in the fire of trials, refined in ways you may not fully understand right now. But heaven does, and heaven's plan is always bigger than the pain. You must not only see her as she is, you must see her as she will be. See beyond the struggle into the brilliance waiting to break through. See past the nights of tears into the mornings of joy that have already been scheduled. See beyond the doubts into the unshakable faith that will one day flow from her. She is not walking blindly. She is being led, even when she cannot see the hand guiding her. And you, chosen one, are her mirror. When she looks at you, she sees more than a parent. She sees the reflection of what she can become. If you show fear, she feels it. If you stand firm, she draws courage from it. If you keep moving forward despite the weight, she learns that she too can keep walking no matter how heavy the storm. Do you see how powerful your presence is? The bond between you and her is not ordinary. It is supernatural. It is energy flowing in both directions, life being transferred, strength being multiplied. She will rise, but you must rise with her. She will break through, but you must hold her hand until the walls crumble. She will step into her destiny, but only if she knows she was never walking alone. This is the sacred alignment that heaven has declared. This is why the message came to you now, to awaken you, to ignite you, to remind you that you are not just raising a daughter, you are raising a destiny, and soon the world will see it. The quiet strength you've poured into her will erupt into something undeniable. The prayers you whispered will echo through her victories. The battles you endured to shield her will become the very reason she stands unshaken. She will shine, not just because of her strength, but because you believed in her long enough for her to believe in herself. Chosen one, this is not the end of the message. It is the unfolding of something greater. And if you can feel the pull in your soul right now, it is because heaven is not done speaking. The story is still being written, and you, along with your daughter, are at the center of it. The ground beneath you feels different now, chosen one. As if with every step you take, you are walking on sacred territory, territory that has been marked out for both you and your daughter. The voice of God does not tremble, does not shift. It speaks with the authority of eternity. This is about your daughter, and the more you hear it, the more you realize this is not a fleeting word, but a prophecy unfolding before your very eyes. Think of the weight of that truth. She carries not just her own life, but the echo of generations. What she becomes will shape the lives of many who come after. Her strength will inspire, her voice will heal, her presence will open doors others thought impossible. And you, chosen one, are the one called to ensure that the light inside her never goes out. The question is not whether she will rise. The question is whether you will hold on long enough to witness it. Her future will not be without storms. But storms are not signs of abandonment. They are proof of importance. Every great soul walks through the fire before stepping into their throne. And though you may wish to take her pain, though you may wish to carry her battles, you must remember, her destiny requires her journey. But what she cannot carry alone is the weight of believing. That is what you must carry for her until she fully steps into her own strength. She will test her wings, she will stumble, she will fall, and yet every fall will only teach her how to soar higher. Every wound will one day become a scar that shines with wisdom. Every doubt will eventually become a testimony of unshakable faith. And you, standing beside her, will know in your heart that this was always God's plan, not to shield her from the storm, but to make her the storm that cannot be silenced. You have wondered why your heart has always carried such a heavy burden for her. It is because you were entrusted with more than parenthood. You were entrusted with guardianship over destiny itself. This is not small. This is not ordinary. This is holy ground. The blood in her veins is the proof of your covenant, but the fire in her soul is the proof of God's promise. And you were chosen to be both witness and protector of that fire. Chosen one, this moment is sacred. The confirmation is here. The alignment is here. The revelation is here. You are not listening to empty words. You are listening to the unveiling of heaven's design. And as you carry this truth, remember, her rise is your rise. Her calling is your calling. Her victory is your victory. You are tied together not just by love, but by divine appointment. And nothing, no fear, no failure, no enemy can break what has already been written. The moment of truth has arrived, chosen one. The voice that has followed you through every word now settles like fire in your chest. This is about your daughter, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. The universe has bent itself to deliver this revelation to you, and heaven will not let it pass unnoticed. She is the living proof that miracles still walk the earth. She is the continuation of a promise that began before you were even born. And the message is clear. You are not just raising a child. You are nurturing a destiny that the world will one day marvel at. Do not doubt what you've heard. Do not shrink from the weight of it. Your daughter is not fragile. She is fierce. She is not ordinary. She is eternal. Every shadow that has tried to silence her will fail. Every battle that has tried to break her will only become the stage for her breakthrough. Her name has been written in heaven's book of victory, and no earthly hand can erase it. You are the guardian of that truth, and you must stand like a pillar, unshaken, unyielding, unbreakable. Remember this. The storms are not signs of destruction. They are signs of preparation. The tears you've cried over her were not wasted. They watered the soil of her future. The prayers you've whispered were not ignored. They built the walls of her protection. And the faith you've carried, even when you felt weak, has been the very shield that kept her destiny intact. You were chosen for this role, and you will not fail. So rise now, chosen one. Stand tall, knowing that your daughter's tomorrow is brighter than any fear, stronger than any doubt, greater than any enemy. This is the hour of confirmation. This is the hour of revelation. This is the hour when you accept the truth that heaven has been shouting all along. Your daughter is chosen, and because of that, your legacy will never be forgotten.